So what is perseveration? Perseveration actually has the same root as persevere, which gives you a good idea of the quality of the term. But perseveration is an action, a thought, or speech that continues after the initial stimulus or stimuli is gone from the situation. So, for instance, if I was to walk into a room and say, "Hey, how are you today?" You would say, "I'm great." If you were perseverating, you might say, "I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Great, great, great." You're stuck on the word great. And one thing that is actually a common misconception about perseveration is that it is a willful behavior that the person is doing on purpose to get out of a situation. So that's one place where a lot of behavior planning, where people are trying to control what someone else is doing, deviates from what actually works, because perseveration is not always on purpose. Sometimes perseveration is on purpose because it feels good. So it's much like a stim. I know that I get into a situation where my perseveration is I will hum. I hum a lot. I get stuck on a song and I will just sing it over and over and over again. And somebody near me might be like, "Hey, can you stop humming?" And I'll say, yeah, and I do mean to stop humming, but it doesn't matter because my brain wants to keep humming. The song is bringing me joy, and so I'll just hum over and over again. So perseveration can be compulsive, but it can also be because somebody's really enjoying the behavior and it feels good. So it is chosen behavior. So you can't always tell by the situation where the perseveration is coming from. But some places where it might come up for you is if you're doing anything that involves a transition period. So if you're moving from like one activity to the next activity and it's not your client's choice, you might find perseveration there. They get stuck or they loop in the thing that they were just doing. Anything that feels like a demand can also actually prompt compulsive perseveration, where the person get stuck in not doing what you want because what you've presented to them is read as a demand instead of a request or a choice that they might make that's fun. And quite often pathologically demand avoidant clients, PDA profile clients, get a lot of perseveration because their brain is geared to do the chosen activity. So if they're perseverating out of compulsion, they can't help it. And if they're perseverating because it feels good, also they kind of can't help it because they're geared towards going towards those activities. Perseveration. Hope this helps.